What up, what up, what up? Bankrolltim, bedded up. Been a while, been a few days. Trying to get the 73 out of here. As you know, the 81 line down has been gone. And it's all good. This one, 26s. 7-inch lip. Narrowed the rear end. Motor axles. Got some bolted coilovers going in it. But I want to show you guys this. See this UMI lower control arm? It's only single adjustable. So only single adjustable. They're too long at their shortest. So as you can see, the wheel is sitting too far back. And it's also causing too much negative pinion. And as you can see here, the skirt, you know, just a little too close. I'm gonna move these brackets back, this one forward. Plenty of clearance up there. I do not have the brake kit for this car. So the brake kit, you know, another 1/4 inch would be on here to move this out. Huh. Yeah, babe. Daddy's trying to see how much time he can get on recording this video before it shuts off because I don't have enough storage. But that's, I just started doing it. It's only at a minute something. How am I low low?
We gotta go pick up my dad. Pick up my dad. So Graham doesn't have to. I put your damn things on the desk.
Yeah, but why wouldn't it? Oh, all right.
Well, it's 3:30.
Where's the other one?
Huh?
Where's the other one?
Well, she's in the car. She's
She don't want to talk, huh?
No, she's pissy.
Okay. All right.
Okay, bye.
All right. So original 8.5 rear end that's in it. Originally it had these big ass ends right here. These big stupid ass ends that you can't get no brakes for. Took those off. Put the newer style 10 volt, 12 volt ends on here. His brakes will bolt right into it. I effed up. I do a lot of things and I got ahead of myself. One is when I cut this side off, I had my narrowing bar inside there. And I forgot that I had pushed it all the way over here. And I cut this end off. And when I cut this end off, I cut 4 inches. 4 to 4.5 inches of my narrowing bar. I was like, why is it fighting with me to cut? I mean, it didn't fight that hard, but I'm like, this is solid 2 inches. That's solid. So through that mess, that threw me off. And my measurement was from the inside edge of the flange and the inside edge of the center of the housing right here, right? So my number was 18 3/8. And I have an idiot tape. An idiot tape gives you all the measurements on there, right? So, so on this side, you read the tape, you know, this way. On this side, the tape is upside down when you're pulling it. So I ended up at 5/8, 18 5/8. So right now, when I went to try to put the axle in, it's not allowing the C-clip. There's not enough room in there for the C-clip. So obviously that's when I found out I messed up on the tube length. So now I'm gonna have to take the center and everything back out, which I set perfect. Let me show you this. All right, all the tires on there, so I don't show you the grease marks. If anybody has to question that, you can see idle side, or maybe that's drive side, whichever way it goes. But there you go, you can see it. Boom. Deep enough, everything, it's all on there. But anyway, so I gotta take the main cast back off, which I haven't torqued them. They torque at 65. I got them tight with the impact. So I gotta pull this C-clip back out for that right axle, pull this center out, set it down on some cardboard, don't get it dirty. Put my pucks back in here. Obviously, take that wheel and everything off. Take this axle back out. Make this cut right next to where I welded already. I'll make the cut here. And I obviously got to go in 1/4 inch. So my number is 18 3/8, not 18 5/8. This axle will be out of the way, obviously. Take the end off. I got brand new bearings, brand new seals in here. So I gotta take the end, clean it out first because of the, you know, the sawzall here. get some metal in the bearing, clean that out, boom, knock them out with the socket in the vise, this end, take it easy, boom, knock them out, bam. Put the bar setup back in there and put this end back on, because the bar setup makes everything square. Put this end back on, the 1/4 inch shorter, boom, then I'll be able to put it all back together, C-clip. The problem with these UMI control arms, like I said, they're too long at their shortest. They're all the way in. So I'm asking the streetcar headquarters what they want to do. If they want me to take these, I can cut them, which the insert is inside here that's threaded. So I can cut this off right here and I can shorten it here. They're coming out to 22 inches right there, which is stock, but it's just pushing the wheel too far back. And like I said, the pinion angle, it's just a little too negative. I mean, this is basically ride height. So that's what I got to figure out. But I'm going to go ahead and get this side recut, narrowed. The front is a little bit of stuff, you know, just taking off when the wheel turns. There's stuff, this one, it's getting bolt-end coilovers. This bracket on this side was actually broke off the frame because the stock control arm was bent that was in here. So I had to go through and I had to weld this bracket. I was trying to make a video the other day, but anyways, you can see there was a gap. I had to weld the bracket all the way across. But it looks like it was done by a machine because, you know, I can weld all right sometimes. So, bolt-in, QA1, I think they're probably like a 14 or a 12-inch shot with a 12-inch spring. Boom, you know, it bolts to that stock location there, which is a triangulated piece. I'll probably try to get that on here. If this video works out. It's actually still going and we're at 650, so but anyways, the bracket goes there, bolts into there. There's another hole that you drill so that we have 3 bolts instead of 2, and then it bolts to this setup. And I think there's a spot in here you got to drill to bolt that setup on here. So got to get that all put together, put it underneath here, but I gotta re-narrow it. So what I was saying in the front, is for full turn on these, which they already got the control arms and all that on here. This little nub right here, here's the problem. So take the cutoff wheel, cut it, and grind it. And that helps you with that. And you do have the steering stops right here that you can adjust out a little bit and degree the spindles back, stuff like that. I'm gonna set the alignment just a little bit, but I mean, they still gotta put the other brakes on here. They got to do their final. The trans is not in it, so the alignment don't need to be perfect. It just needs to be, the wheels have to be straight enough to push the car in and out, stuff like that, without the wheels biting. Stock wheels you can get away because they start sliding. You know, this one had those rallies, 17-inch rallies on there. But it's hard, you know, push it in and out. Man, my sinuses, allergies are tearing me up. But yeah, so there's that little bit of notch right there. Adjust the steering stop a little bit. Again, there's no trans in it. All the front end stuff's not on the motor, so there's a lot of weight that's not there. So they might have to twist the front end up some more anyways, but that's when they get it back. 73 Caprice, y'all. 73 Caprice. It is a beautiful car. It's clean as shit. The interior is like a reddish maroon. Leather, of course. It's got a lot of parts and stuff in there. But I'm trying to get this one buttoned up and out of here so that way I can get the MC on this lift. And like I said, my buddy is waiting for me. He came the other day and I wasn't ready. But he already called me today. Says he's going to call me when he gets out of work. And, I mean, I'm here late all the time. So this should actually be done a couple hours, maybe finish it up tomorrow. And then I can get that thing on there, start tearing it apart. But once that's on there, I can jump on the Bonneville, do that front frame notch, get it all cleaned up. I got 6 cans of paint over there, so I'll be able to touch up everything I need to touch up on this with the paint.